Honda sold just 174 Preludes in its first full month on sale in the US. A lot of people have seen this coming, and we're going to talk about it in this video, guys. This is crazy. Hopefully the Prelude doesn't fail, because I do want to see the Prelude R coming, the Type R Prelude, in the future. But so far, it's not looking good for Honda. Definitely not looking good for the Prelude. We know that this Prelude starts at $42,000 MSRP, and we're seeing all over the internet some crazy prices. Like here, you can see it is over $61,000 for this one in the picture. That is just crazy. $10,000 and $20,000 over the MSRP in markups is just unbelievable, especially for a 200 horsepower car. I don't know anyone who would spend that, guys. I don't know. That's just really crazy, and I don't know how Honda could be dealing with this, because their sales are just going to go way down with this Prelude as long as it's way overpriced. And even for $42,000, why would you buy this if you could buy a Civic Type R brand new for less than $60,000 with way more power and way more aggressive looks? I mean, I wouldn't purchase this. And it is a cool car, but it's nowhere near Type R prices cool. It's crazy. The prices are unbelievable. I don't know how these dealerships would think that they could sell this car for $60,000 or even over $60,000. This article goes on to say, overall, Honda says it has sold 204 Preludes in the US since it went on sale in November of 2025, and it's hard to argue that sales are low because production is ramping up. A quick look at AutoTrader shows that there are currently 221 brand new Preludes for sale in the US right now, so the supply is there, but the demand may not be. Not helping matters, of course, is the fact that some dealers are throwing markups on these cars. Car Scoops reported on the case of a Prelude being priced at over $60,000, and there are over 30 Preludes listed on AutoTrader right now that are at least a few grand over MSRP. Some are priced at $10,000 over. That's going to hurt demand. So we know that this new Prelude does have Type R parts, including suspension and brakes, and it does have the Plus S mode or the S Plus mode, but that's not going to sell this car. The hybrid system definitely won't sell it as well. This is nowhere near Type R territory, at least performance-wise, and they're selling it like it's a Prelude Type R. They're selling this car and pricing it like it has 350 horsepower track car. That is not the purpose of this car. Now, if the prices for this regular Prelude are this much, I don't want to see the Type R, the Prelude Type R prices. They're going to be crazy. Now, this is really bad for the Prelude, because if the Prelude does not sell well, we will not see a Prelude Type R. We won't see a Prelude Type S or SI or whatever, which I definitely want to see. And we want Honda to dump more money into this car and build it even better. I want to see a Prelude with Type R parts all over the place and a Type R engine. And we do definitely want to see this Prelude drop in price as well, at least back down to the MSRP, which is still overpriced. This article goes on to say, to be fair to Honda, the fact that the Prelude costs so much isn't entirely its fault. The Prelude costs over $5,600 less in Canada, and because of the 15% tariff to contend with here, we pay more. The US and Canada are different markets, and the manufacturer's suggested retail price is set independently in each market for a new vehicle based on the number of factors, including import costs, duties, exchange rates, etc. Before we end this video, we need to read some of the comments. They're actually pretty good, and a lot of people saw this coming, which is really funny because Honda didn't even see this coming, I don't think, because why would they dump all of this money into making a new car, even if it is based on the Civic, just to fail? And a lot of people are saying this is basically going to be like the CRZ if Honda doesn't come out with a full gas powered version of this Prelude. And I agree. I don't want to see this car turn out like the CRZ. The CRX was so cool and I loved the CRX. I did not want a CRZ because I heard it was more of a hybrid type of system and I just didn't want that. So This is really sad. We are definitely pulling for the Prelude, and we want to see more variants of a sportier Prelude, but it's really sad to see this, and I can't believe how low the numbers are for this Prelude. We definitely want Honda to do good, and we want to see the new Prelude do good as well. But if Honda doesn't listen to the Honda fans, this car will never succeed. The first comment says, I love the look of the car, but it needs to be much cheaper or perform much better. It is like they didn't learn a thing from the CRZ and repeated the same mistakes. That's so true. And when I heard comparisons of the Prelude and the CRZ, I was getting worried because obviously the CRZ could have done way better, but Honda did just misstep a little bit with it. But you would think that years later, Honda would learn from their mistakes and make a better car. Who knows if the push to electric cars made them think that this Prelude would succeed? The next comment quoted the part of the article where it says, Car Scoops reported on a case of a Prelude being over 60,000 with 30 available and a bunch over a few grand MSRP and some priced over 10,000. And they said, I would be absolutely livid if I was a manufacturer, calling them out every chance I go. Yeah, that's true. I'm sure Honda's really mad that these dealerships are trying to make 20,000, 10,000, or even a few grand over MSRP, where this car's already really high in price, and I don't see anyone buying it even 10,000 over. I mean, maybe, but the performance is not there for this car. Who would want this car for over 50 grand? This comment's probably the funniest. They said, who saw this coming? Everyone with common sense. When the tariffs jacked the price to 40,000, over 40,000, it was bad. And we all knew the dealers were going to do their thing at $60,000. This car makes no sense. At 37,000, it's not bad. And they could probably sell 8 to 10,000 of these a year in the US. That's true. This car is probably already at MSRP over $7,000-8,000 what it needs to be. If it was in the 30s, mid-30s range, people would probably be looking at this car as a low-power alternative to the Type R, even though it's nowhere near the Type R. It's not a manual, it doesn't have the power, it does have Type R goodies on it, and it is a sporty two-door coupe, which does help it, but with these prices and the low power that it has, and it's a hybrid, it's really not helping the situation. So let me know what you guys think about the situation around this new Prelude. 174 in sales in its first full month of sales is not a good thing. This is definitely not good for the Prelude, and if we want to see a Prelude Type R, I think we have to get more sales than that for Honda to actually throw a Type R engine in this thing. Or who knows, maybe it will push Honda to come out with a Prelude R, a Prelude Type R even sooner. Time will tell, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Let me know if you guys are even considering buying a Prelude, whether it's the hybrid, the Type R, Type S, or SI. And also let me know what you guys think about these Preludes being priced at $61,000 when they're not even selling at all. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video. Make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and I hope you guys have a great day.